Tommy, I called the Golden State Memphis game last night, took a red eye. I'm here grinding away.
By the way, you deserve a shout out for this. The audience should know. You got off the plane and started taping. No nap, barely coffee.
I got off the plane. This is, I believe the third thing we've taped today, this intro. We recorded a podcast, a full episode earlier that will be out in the next week or so with such a great guest. I don't want to give too much away, but we're excited about it. Did some other recording stuff, and now we're doing this. But spectacular game last night. Golden State and Memphis back and forth all game. Memphis gets up 10. Steph and Clay go nuts, and then Jordan Poole hits a big layup. It's one of those things, you go into every game, and you're just thinking to yourself, please don't be a blowout in the fourth quarter. And then you get to call a game with a guy like Ryan Ruocco, who's just such a great play-by-play guy. Fantastic experience last night.
Did you think on the game-winning layup that was more the play call or was it a defensive breakdown?
Oh, it was a defensive. Look, Golden State doesn't have any timeouts. So we heard Jordan Poole after the game talking to Roz in his post-game interview saying that Draymond called a play on the fly. Based on their alignment, if you've watched basketball, if you've played basketball at any level, and Klay Thompson starts at the elbow opposite the ball, he's going to come off a stagger screen and run to the corner, which is what they did. Ja Morant did the right thing. He's guarding the inbounder. It's a 1 count, 2 count, protect the rim, and then it's immediately tracking Klay to the corner. Zaire Williams' body position was terrible. Because even if Jordan Poole is coming off the screen initially and it's not Klay coming off the screen, you're still locking and trailing that, and you know Ja's going to be in position to track.
Yeah.
If Klay had curled Jordan Poole, that's Zaire Williams' switch. He's not even in a position to switch. It was just bad body position, which is why having Jaren Jackson Jr. foul out, he made, I thought, 2 fouls in the fourth. The offensive foul on DiVincenzo where he hooks him, and then the loose ball foul going for the rebound where he runs into Draymond Green. You can't have those fouls. He's got to be on the court at the end of the game.
We talked about this after the Christmas game. That's the thing. That's the thing with this team. If he is in the, we maybe not the favorite. We already fought about this. He is strongly in the conversation for being the defensive player of the year this year, assuming he stays healthy. But he needs to be on the court, and he can't, especially against this team. He can't take himself out of the game with dumb fouls.
So, Brandon Clark, who I'm he's one of my favorite guys to watch in the NBA. He's just such a team guy. Does all the little things. He's not going to wow you with ball handling skills or jump shots, but he's just in the right place at the right time. This is a big stretch for him over the next 3 to 5 weeks with Steven Adams being out with a knee injury. And we're going to see whether or not, and I believe they are, but we're going to see whether or not this team has some resiliency. We've talked about their depth a number of times, but they're on a 4-game losing streak after winning 11 in a row. And I think they've got 1 game left on this road trip. They've got some work to do over the next 3 to 5 weeks because Steven Adams is so valuable for that team. As always, thank you for listening to the show. Please subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Wondery, wherever you listen to your podcast. We appreciate you guys.